Unpaid ANC staff members are threatening court action over unpaid salaries. They've gone on a go-slow with calls to postpone the party's policy conference scheduled for this week, beginning on Thursday. This after they were not paid their salaries for June. Joining us now to explain their frustration is ANC Staff Representative Committee Chairperson Mvusi Mdala. Mvusi, good evening and thank you very much for your time. Is it just June salaries that you're being owed?
Good evening to you and to Newzroom viewers. No, it's not only June salaries, it's June salaries and July salaries, but also it's not only salaries. Our Provident Fund is still not paid. It was last paid in November 2018, and then that has created also a very serious problem for those families who have lost their loved ones. We've got about 12 family members whom their loved ones were working for the African National Congress who have passed on in the last 3 years. Their Provident Fund has not been paid because the ANC is owing the Provident Fund.
And what is the response that you're currently getting from the Treasury around this issue of salaries?
The response we are getting, unfortunately, is not different from what we used to get, I think, last year. We started to picket on the 15th of June. We have been getting the same response on a monthly basis that they are fundraising for this to be attended to, but there is no fruitful results that you are getting from it.
Yeah. Do you think they're taking this matter seriously?
We are more than convinced that they are not taking this matter seriously, and then that's an indication of the leadership that is selfless, that is not selfless, is only thinking about themselves. They don't care about any other thing except their welfare only.
Yeah. To your knowledge, I mean, is anybody getting paid? Maybe senior management getting paid? Is anybody getting paid at Lutulias at this point?
To our understanding, we are not getting paid. Even senior managers are not getting paid.
Yeah. Did they join you in the picket?
Yes, they've joined us in the picketing today. And then as they've done that in the past, it's not the first time that they are because they are also affected like we are. Yeah.
And any of the other senior officials, maybe in the top 6 in the PEC who've joined you today?
No one from the top 6 have joined. You must remember those in the top 6, whether they get paid or not, they've made enough money to live. They are not depending on any salary.
Yeah. And as far as then the workers are concerned, the staff is concerned, is the party policy conference going to go ahead? I mean, it's Monday now, so they're looking to start on Thursday. What does this go slow mean as far as arrangements for that conference are concerned?
You see, as a staff members of the ANC, what has shocked us is that as much as they claim there is no money to pay our salaries, but we understand they have paid 100% for the policy conference. That means that's what is most important to them. And then that is why as a staff, when we met last week on Friday, we have said that if they are able to get money to pay for the policy conference, then it's the indication that they don't care about us, as much as we've been convinced a long time about that. Therefore, the option that we are having is we're going to picket even on the 28th at the Nazareth before the conference is open, even on the day the conference is going to open. But also, now we are left with no other option, and then to approach the courts to interdict the conference. There's no other option that we can do.
Yeah. So how are they operating at this particular point if staff members are disgruntled and are not withholding their labor as far as the organization work is concerned?
Unfortunately, the staff, they are not folding their arms. They are still continue to sell their labor, whereas they are not getting anything out of it. And then we have seen the leadership their approach that is inhumane, thinking that people only survive through transport because they are providing transport to those who need to execute their task to ensure that we've got a successful conference. The success of that conference entirely depends on the staff that is working, whereas it's not been paid for 2 months now.
Yeah. Is it just staff at Luthuli House that is currently facing this question of salaries, or are there other provinces that are as affected as well?
It is staff in Luthuli House and staff in the Northwest and staff in the Western Cape that is facing this situation of unpaid salaries.
And processes around retrenchment, has management brokered that kind of talks with you?
That was mentioned last year, but in our understanding, if you want to retrench, of which you need to raise money for that because you need to pay severance packages. But before even you can talk about that, you must pay the provident fund, because we've got staff members who have reached the age of retirement. We've got staff members who want to resign, but they can't do it until this provident fund is paid up. And then if retrenchment, we are prepared to negotiate on that. But how do you do that when you are not paying staff now?
Yeah. We've previously seen reports, for example, of the ANC owing the receiver of revenue 100 million rands. Do you think this is in any way related to that?
No, it's not related to that. It's not related to that.
So I'm saying that those money challenges that the ANC is talking about, you're saying they're not related to this bill that they have with SARS?
No, it's not. You know, our view, we are convinced the problem here is not the question of ANC not able to raise money to pay its staff or to pay its debt. We have seen in the past couple of months ANC holding provincial conferences. You must remember, ANC is a unitary structure. Those provincial conferences cost millions. And then they managed to do that because the reason is that we've got leadership that thinks about themselves, because those conferences positions themselves towards the December conference. That's why they are prepared to raise money for that, because it advances their interest more than anything else.
Mvusi, appreciate your time and coming on tonight and sharing that information with us. ANC Staff Representative Committee Chairperson Mvusi Mdala. They are taking this matter further. They'll be picketing on the 28th. Not only that, they're saying they've got no other option but to approach the courts to interdict the ANC policy conference, which is taking place later this week.